Hey, what's up YouTube? It's EnrageSorrow here, aka EnrageSorrow, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a Brotherhood of the Fire Fist deck profile. What I'm going to do is be going over the deck list and then explaining the effects of certain Brotherhood of the Fire Fist monsters and what purpose they actually serve towards this deck. So let's go ahead and start with our main deck monsters. You're going to be running 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear, 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Chicken, 3 Dragon, 2 Hawks, 2 Monkeys, 2 Ravens, 2 Snakes, 2 Swallows, and 3 Celestial Master of the Fire Fist Saints. For your main deck spells, you're going to be running Book of Moon, Dark Hole, 2 Fire Dance Tenki, 2 Fire Dance Tensu, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Mind Control, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 One Day of Peace, 1 Pot of Avarice. For your main deck traps, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Fire Dance Tenken, 2 Fire Dance Tensen, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Warning, 2 Starlight Roads, and 1 Torrential Tribute. For our extra deck, we'll be running 2 Frontier Noble of the Fire Fist Horse, 2 Stardust Dragons, 2 Divine King of the Fire Fist Lion, 2 Fierce Leader of the Fire Fist Tiger, 1 Maestroke, 1 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Utopia, 1 Black Ship of Corn, 1 Papilla Perorative, and 1 Zen Mains. Now, there are 2 cards in this deck that are pretty much alike except for certain parts of their effects. That's Bear and Monkey. Both of them have the ability for you to be able to set a Fire Dance spell card from your deck, but the manner in which they do it is different. Bear has to inflict damage to your opponent, while Monkey has to destroy an opponent's monster by battle and send it to the graveyard. However, there is one part of their effect that is almost alike. You can send one Fire Dance spell or trap card you control to the graveyard to target either a front row or back row. It depends on the monster. Bear being the one that destroys monsters, Monkey being the one that destroys the back rows. So these 2 cards are really good because even if you don't inflict any damage, if you destroy a monster by battle with Monkey, you can easily blow up an opponent's back row by, let's say, you destroy an opponent's monster by battle, you search out Fire Dance Tenki. You set Tenki, end battle phase. Activate Tenki from face down. Since it's a continuous trap card, not a quick play, you can use it like that. You flip it up, you get a +1 off of Tenki by adding a level 4 lower Beast Warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. And then you can use Monkey's effect, pop it off, and get rid of one of your opponent's back rows. Same goes for Bear. You can use the same strategy with that, and both of these 2 cards are essential to the deck. The 2 chickens, the reason for chicken is whenever it's special summoned by a Fire Fist monster, you can get a +1 and add a Fire Fist monster from your deck to your hand. And once per turn, you can actually get rid of one of your dead Fire Dance spell or trap cards that space up on the field. As I said, once you've used Tenki, it's pretty much a dead card because the only thing you want it for is to get that +1 add from your deck to your hand and then get rid of it. What Chicken allows you to do is basically get rid of it and then replace it with another Fire Dance spell or trap card. So, after you've used Tenki, you can go into Tensu, and then Tensu will give you another free normal summon for that turn. So, really helpful card. The Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Dragon, this guy is really good because if you activated a Fire Fist spell or trap card, you can actually set a Fire Fist trap card from your deck. That's an immediate +1. Now, a lot of people would argue his second effect is not that good to be running him at 3, but I disagree because you can send 2 dead Fire Dance spell or trap cards on the field to the graveyard, and you can target one of your Fire Fist guys in the graveyard like Chicken, and you can hit Chicken, summon Chicken out, or one of your level 4s, get you an easy rank 4 exceed. You can go into Lion or Tiger. Well, you can go into Tiger or any of your other rank 4s, so really good. and his effect isn't that bad, because if you think about it, getting a +1 off the chicken, being special summon and then you getting an ad, you're not really losing anything by sending the 2 dead Fire Dance cards to the graveyard. The 2 Hawks, when they're destroyed by any means by your opponent, either by battle or card effect, you can choose a Fire Dance spell card from your deck and set it. If you guys haven't noticed, the theme with the entire Fire Dance cards is they always search out one of your Fire Dance cards, one of your Fire Dance spell or trap cards from the deck, and puts it on the field for you to use. The best part about Hawk is if there is a face-up Fire Dance spell or trap card, if your opponent rams into this thing, it becomes a 2000 as long as you have a face-up Fire Dance spell or trap card. So it's not actually a bad thing, because all Fire Fist monsters gain those extra points. And we've already went over Monkey. 2 Ravens. The Raven, it's basically a Sandgan. Once it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a spell. You set 1 Fire Dance spell card, and Fire Dance spell and trap cards, as long as he's on the field, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So if you're worried about a heavy storm or anything like that, don't worry about it. As long as Raven's on the field, they're not going anywhere. Snake. If one of your Fire Dance spell or trap cards is sent to the graveyard, you can actually get a free one and set it face down. And I love his ability, because you can use his ability to send 2 dead Fire Dance cards on the field and draw 1 card, and then you can use his ability and set 1. So it's pretty much a +1 by getting, you're pretty much +0ing off of it, but the draw card can easily be a +1. Then the 2 Swallows. Most people would think, why are you running this? Because, they think you use the special summon effect. You never use the special summon effect from this, because you don't want to get rid of your 3 Fire Dance cards that are on the field. Especially if they're the trap cards, like Tenkin and Tensin, because those are +300s for all Beast Warrior type monsters you control, so you want to keep those. But his ability is really good, because he prevents all of your Beast Warrior type monsters from being targeted by your opponent's card effects. So really good, especially whenever he's normal or special summoned, because you get to select a Fire Dance spell trap card from your deck and set it. So immediately +1 off of him as soon as he's summoned. No problems there. Saint is one of these cards where you can either target herself from the grave whenever you normal summon another one, or you can easily go for Chicken, get a +1, add 1 to your hand, and then you can immediately overlay into Lion, and the Lion can detach 1, target one of your fire monsters in grave, and add that back to your hand. The only drawback to him is that you can't normal or special summon the monster that you targeted, or a card with the same name, so be careful when you use that and be aware of what you're doing. And the reason we're only running 2 Tenki and 2 Tensu, as I said, most of the time these cards become dead, but you have nothing to worry about, because you can always keep 1 Tensu on the field, because of the fact that each turn you'll get an extra normal summon for Beast Warriors, or just for your Beast Warrior type monsters in general. So you can easily keep 1 of these on the field. So yeah, it's not really a dead card at all. But we don't want to clog it up with 3 of each. I may do a few changes, and if I find a way to fit in 3 of Tensus, then I will do so. The same goes for Tenkin and Tensin, but that's for another time. As for our extra deck monsters, Horse is really good, because you can special summon a level 3 fire monster from your deck, which means you can get your Chicken, or you can get Saint. It doesn't really matter which, because it's always, if you get Chicken, it's a +1, but the only drawback is that you can't do a level 5 or higher monster. But, it's not really that bad, especially if you've already got another level 3 on the field, like, Raven or Hawk, because you can go into that rank 3 exceed, and you can go straight into Lion. And the 2 Stardust Dragons, that's obvious, it's for the Starlight Roads. The Fierce Leader of the Fire Fist Tiger, this card is really, really good, because whenever he's Exceed Summon, you can set one of your Fire Dance spell or trap cards from your deck, and once per turn, you can detach and exceed material from him, negate the effect of all face-up monsters that are currently on the field except for Beast Warrior types until the end of your opponent's next turn. Meaning, if your opponent's sitting there with, some really good effects on their side of the field, such as, wind-ups or anything like that, that would let them go nuts, then they can't use them for, until the end of their turn. So, really, really good. But other than that, guys, I don't really have anything else to add to this deck, or anything else to add to this deck profile. If there's any suggestions or anything like that you would like to, leave, then be sure to leave a comment on this video. If you actually like this deck profile or anything like this, and you would actually like to see a duel played with it, then feel free to leave a like and leave a comment letting me know. But other than that, guys, it's been your boy EnrageSorrow, and I'm out. Peace.